In 2009, a team of marine biologists, operating a remotely piloted submarine off the coast of California, captured footage that stopped the scientific world cold. This is a real animal. That transparent dome is its skull, and those two green tubes rotating inside it are its eyes. Welcome to the deep ocean. Nothing here makes sense. And this fish is proof. The barreleye fish, Macropinna microstoma, has been known to science since 1939. But for nearly 70 years, we had no idea what it actually looked like alive. Every specimen ever collected arrived on deck the same way, dead, deflated, and its extraordinary transparent head collapsed into an unrecognizable mush, destroyed by the pressure change on the way up. Looking at a preserved barreleye, you would never guess the truth. What scientists assumed were its eyes, those two small dots near the front of its face, are not eyes at all. They are olfactory organs. Its nose. The real eyes were hidden inside the dome, and the dome was gone by the time anyone could study it. For decades, one of the ocean's most extraordinary animals was misunderstood at the most fundamental level. We didn't know what it was looking at. We didn't even know which way it was facing. It took a submarine camera, operated at depth, to finally show us the truth. And what it revealed was unlike anything in the animal kingdom. Let's look at what this animal is actually built from, because every part of it is extraordinary. The dome, the barreleye's entire head, from just behind its mouth to the back of its skull, is encased in a fluid-filled transparent shield made of soft, flexible tissue. It is not bone, it is not glass, it is a living structure, maintained by the animal's own biology, perfectly clear and entirely unlike anything else in the vertebrate world. Inside that dome sit two large tubular eyes. The word tubular is key. Unlike human eyes, which are roughly spherical, the barreleye's eyes are elongated cylinders pointed upward toward the surface. They are packed with an extraordinary density of rod photoreceptors, the cells responsible for detecting light in low-light conditions, and they are tipped with a yellow pigment that acts as a biological filter, cutting through the blue wavelengths of deep ocean light to sharpen the contrast of whatever is drifting above. And here is the part that changes everything. Those eyes can rotate. Inside the dome, the barreleye can swivel its eyes from pointing straight up, scanning the water column above, to pointing directly forward, locking onto prey as it moves in to strike. It is, functionally, a biological periscope system. Evolution built targeting hardware that a military engineer would recognize. No other vertebrate on Earth does this. To understand why the barreleye is built the way it is, you have to understand where it lives and what living there actually means. The barreleye inhabits the mesopelagic zone, between roughly 200 and 1,000 meters below the surface. This is the layer oceanographers sometimes call the twilight zone. Sunlight reaches here, but barely. By the time it filters down to 600 meters, it is dim, diffuse, arriving in pale blue shafts that illuminate almost nothing. There is no day or night down here, just a permanent, cold, blue-gray dusk. In this light, the most dangerous thing you can do is look the wrong way. Predators approach from above, silhouetted against whatever faint light filters down from the surface. Prey drifts in the same direction. Everything that matters, in the twilight zone, is above you. The barreleye solved this problem with a design so elegant, it borders on obvious in hindsight. Point your eyes up, always. Watch the ceiling. Wait. Its primary prey are the tentacles of siphonophores, colonial organisms related to jellyfish, trailing long strings of stinging cells through the water column. The barreleye hovers beneath them, tracks them with upward-pointing eyes, then darts up to steal food caught in their tentacles. It is extraordinarily precise work, done in near darkness, against prey that can sting. The transparent dome likely serves a dual purpose here, protecting those precious eyes from the stinging cells while the fish feeds. The 2009 discovery raises an uncomfortable question. If the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute hadn't sent a submarine with a camera to the right depth at the right moment, would we still be wrong about this animal? The answer is almost certainly yes. And the barreleye is not alone. Scientists estimate that we have described less than a third of all species living in the deep mesopelagic ocean. Everything we know about deep-sea life is built on specimens hauled upward through thousands of feet of pressure change. Animals that arrive at the surface, broken, deflated, drained of color, and their most extraordinary features destroyed in transit. For every barreleye we finally understood correctly, how many animals are sitting in museum jars right now, fundamentally misidentified? How many transparent domes, how many bioluminescent displays, and how many rotating eyes destroyed before anyone could see them? The barreleye didn't change. We just finally got a camera deep enough to meet it on its own terms. Here is the thing about the barreleye fish. It is not a curiosity. It is not an oddity filed away in a nature documentary to be forgotten. It is a reminder. The ocean covers 71% of this planet. The average depth is over 2 miles. And the vast majority of that space, the cold, dark, pressurized interior of Earth's largest habitat, remains almost completely unexplored. We have better maps of the surface of Mars than we do of our own ocean floor. The barreleye has been down here the whole time, hovering, watching, waiting for something to drift overhead. It was never hiding from us, we just hadn't gone deep enough to look. What else is down there, looking up?